Narine orchestrates KKR comeback in Delhi thriller. Kolkata Knight Riders 204 for 9, Raghuvanshi 44, Stark 3-4 43, Axar 2-4 27 beat Delhi Capitals 190 for 9, Duplessis 62, Axar 43. Narine 3-4 29 by 14 runs on April 29, 2025 AT Delhi. When Kolkata Knight Riders looked to be spiraling out of control in both innings, Sunil Narine stepped in with bat, ball, leadership, and even a direct hit. In a high-pressure, high-stakes encounter, KKR held their nerve to defend 204 and seal a 14-run win over Delhi Capitals, a result that keeps their playoff hopes flickering. Despite a ferocious onslaught from Faf du Plessis and Axar Patel, and a mid-innings wobble of their own, KKR spinners delivered a decisive late twist in the tail. Narine and Varun Chakravarthi combined to turn the tide, as DC crumbled from 136 for 3 to 190 for 9, falling short in a chase they once seemed to own. KKR start hot, fizzle late. KKR flew out of the blocks. Narine, Ramanula Gobaz, and Ajinkya Rahane tore into DC's new ball bowlers with the franchise's best power play of the season, 79 runs, and their best opening stand, 48 runs. But just as they appeared ready to breach 220 on Delhi's best batting pitch of the season, a middle-order stutter slowed things down. Rinku Singh and youngster Ankush Raghuvanshi provided a brief mid-innings rebuild, adding 61, but the final 5 overs yielded only 45 runs as wickets fell and Andre Russell was starved of the strike. From 159 for 4 in the 15th over, KKR would have hoped for 220 plus. Instead, they closed on 204, a good total, but far from a safe one. Tactical bravery, KKR's spin-led defense. KKR were bold from the start. Anukul Roy opened the bowling, in his first match of the season, against a left-hander with only 2 fielders out. It backfired briefly, but he struck with the arm ball in the same over. Vaibhav Arora followed up with a toe-crushing Yorker to remove Karan Nair. The game tilted when Narine, deputizing as captain after Rahane's injury, threw down the stumps from short fine leg to run out KL Rahul. But the real drama unfolded in the second half of the chase. Faf du Plessis, rediscovering his touch, was treating the pitch like a runway. Axar Patel, battling a hand injury, smashed 3 sixes off Narine in a savage counterattack. At 136 for 3 in the 13th over, DC needed just 69 from 41 balls, with 2 set batters and big hitters to come. And then Narine rewrote the script. The Narine Chakravarthi takeover. Axar miscued a slower ball straight to cover. Narine then produced a sharp off-break to trap Tristan Stubbs. From there, the veteran spinner marshaled his troops brilliantly, targeting du Plessis with spin, knowing his strike rate against pace was nearly double that against spin. Narine's bowling smarts were rewarded. Du Plessis, after a fluent 62, fell to Anukul Roy trying to force the pace. He managed only 8 off his last 13 bowls, suffocated by spin. With 59 needed off 29 bowls, DC still had a shot. But Narine trusted Chakravarthi, despite a rough earlier spell. The leg spinner responded with a killer over. The wicket OF Ashutosh, wicket OF Mitchell Stark. Game, set, and nearly match. Key moments. KKR's explosive power play gave them early momentum, despite stalling later. Narine's all-round influence, 3 wickets, a run-out, and smart bowling changes as stand-in skipper. Chakravarthi's redemption over, just when DC sniffed a comeback. DC's collapse from 136 for 3 to 190 for 9, losing 6 for 54 in the final stretch. Player of the match, Sunil Narine. Bowling 4 overs, 29 runs and 3 wickets. Fielding, 1 brilliant direct hit run out. Captaincy, tactical masterstroke under pressure. Not just a cricketer, a one-man strategy engine who flipped the game through decision-making, skill, and icy nerves. What it means. Kolkata Knight Riders. Now sitting on 9 points from 10 games, KKR stay in the playoff conversation with 4 games left. Their mix of youth and experience remains volatile but threatening, especially when Narine is in this kind of form. Delhi Capitals. At 12 points in 10 games, DC now face serious heat from chasing teams. After a dominant first half of the season, a top 2 finish is suddenly not guaranteed. Bowling inconsistencies and a brittle lower order could prove costly. Final word. This wasn't just a win. It was a blueprint in composure, calculated risk, and using resources cleverly under pressure. With injuries and momentum against them, KKR looked to Narine. And once again, he delivered not just with the ball, but with the brain. In a season of young stars and fiery chasers, this was a reminder: experience, when used well, still wins you big games.